So Celine comes out, like you kind of open up the little manhole, and you see in front of you, um, yeah, yeah, it was a lot. Are you really doing that? Okay. That sounds about right. I didn't go back and watch, but it was basically like we know who you are and we followed you to here, so just come peacefully with us. You are under arrest. So that's why I wanted kind of like a marching order before, but you can make that up now. But Celine did pop up first, and basically, like, you pop up, yeah. And so, yeah. So Celine pushes herself up and kind of like stands up off to the side, and you guys come up one by one, and you're like, crawling out, and you kind of stink because you've been in the sewer, and it's really late at night now. So they are taking you immediately to the nearest station, which I will now take you to. Um, but you guys are put into manacles, and is anyone does anyone want to do anything at this point? He's a noble. We can't hear you, Albrecht. I can see your mouth moving. Nope. No, yeah. Oh. Yeah, we're not there yet. Hang on. I gotta hear what Albrecht's saying. Oh. Oh. You have the I gave it to you as a handout. The code legal. You think? Well, one of the guards is like, "That's not my problem. You'll have to talk to the magistrate about that." I don't think they have the same laws. I don't think they have what is that? The not the Mandela, the starts with an M, where you get read your rights, like you have the right to rem Miranda rights. Yeah, they don't have like Miranda rights here. They're not gonna tell you why. Yeah, they're not gonna tell you why you're getting arrested. You're getting arrested. Yeah. So is no one's resisting, right? Like everybody's peacefully coming along. Okay. Hang on, hang on. So, Albrecht, did you fix your mic? Were you able to tell us? Yes. Okay, what were you trying to tell us before? Okay, got it. Okay, so you guys get taken to jail essentially. Mhm. Mhm. Yep. That that was very Scooby Doo, wasn't it? So this is probably dark for you now. You guys get taken in the dark. They like put sacks over your head. No, I'm just kidding. They don't really do that. But I have to put your characters. There's 5 cells and there's 5 of you. hmm So Pompey goes here, Patton goes here, Celine goes here. Patton doesn't have dark vision, so he can't see, and I don't have a lamp. I need a lamp. Damn it. Did you put a lamp on my dang it. Any of the tokens? Collection? Tokens? In I'm so bad at this. Okay, there's a torch. If I Okay, torch. No, this is not. Oh, stop. Get rid of this. Oh, now I have a torch on the damn thing and I can't get rid of it. Oh, it's no, it's like oof. Wish I could show you. Oh, I can. Um, no, it's fine. It's not. It's not really fine. I can't get it off the fucking screen. It's super annoying. It's not a layer. It's like a pop-up saying like the torch is adventurer gear and it's a category item and it's damage 1. Ugh. From the compendium. Yeah, you should be. You should be able to. Yeah. You can't. Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. That's that's annoying as fuck. Okay. Art library. Oh. Mm. Hmm. Like for tokens? Like the free tokens? Sure. And then I'll just change the lighting on it. Well, that's really damn easy. And then how do I have it emit light? Go into, oh, right. Got it. Dynamic lighting. Jesus. We'll say 20 feet. How's that? There we go. Can you see anything, Patton? You can't see anything outside of yourself? Oh, you know what? What if I open... I gotta, reveal areas. Does that help? Oh, no. There. Did you say no? Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Well, no, there will be a little bit of... wait, there's like daylight? No. Uh, we'll say that you get 10 feet. Because then there. Shut up. No. Same thing with Pog. We'll give you some light. Yeah. Okay. So you guys are in jail. Um, sorry. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna put some more lamps around here. Yes. Says the guy who knows stuff. Okay. All right, so you guys are in jail now, and they basically like took you down here. Oh, that's not the one I wanted. Sorry. Putting here's your music. Okay, no problem. Right. Um, so you guys can go up to the doors, and you can like see that you're in these little I guess 10 foot by 15. No, I'm sorry. Like they're like 20 feet long by like 15 feet wide rooms, and those are the cells that you guys are in. And Pompey can see out, and he can see across from him is Patton, because there are bars on the cells, just like normal jail cell would be. So like Patton, you and Pompey can see each other, and then if Patton looks, well, let's see if you can see this on your. Can you see that line? No, you can't. Dang it. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of the. I'm sorry. Don't go anywhere. You guys are not allowed out of your cells, even though I'm gonna take off the doors, okay? You cannot move. There. So, so you guys can see outside. Now you can see each other outside. Can you now see? I can't see what you're seeing. I could I can't move your map so it's on the left side of your screen. Scroll in a whole bunch. Okay. Yeah. All right. So you're in a you can see there's like a hallway in front of you. Yeah, Pompey just ran up to the front and there's a hallway, and then I guess down I'm looking from Patton's screen to see what he can see. This is kind of difficult. So if you were to go this way down here, you would see Albrecht and Pompey. If you were to go that way down here, you would see Celine. And then Celine, you see Albrecht across from you, and Albrecht, you see Celine across from you. And then Celine is probably... Yeah, Celine's probably the only one that could see down to Pog, and Pog you could probably see up that way, and that's Celine. So you guys are like across, like there's like 3 cells going down, and then 3 cells or 2 cells on the right they're all parallel. So you guys are stuck in your cells. The guards put you in there, and then they have a guard posted outside of the cell in the area. And they basically are just put you in there, and they said because it's like late at night, that the magistrate will see you when they start in the next morning. So you're kind of like stuck here for the night. Okay, who has the Stone of Galore, by the way? Pog has the Stone of Galore? Okay, so just so that you guys know, when they arrested you, they took all of your weapons. They would have taken like everything weapon looking that you guys had, and basically all of your belongings. So any bags of anything that you had on you, they would have looked at they would have searched you guys for anything that like was super crazy or out of control. Albrecht, they took your spell book, so you don't have that on you. Yeah, Celine, you get to keep your fists. But Pog, one of the guards, when he was searching you, he saw the Stone of Galore wherever you had put it. And he looked at it and he was like, this looks like weird trash. And he gave it back to you without questioning you. So you... Yeah. So you guys, you have a picture of the Stone of Galore, right? Did you guys see the Stone of Galore handout? What? Mm-hmm. So that's the Stone of Galore. It has like 3 eyes that are kind of folded on top of each other. You guys, yeah. So it's kind of it's like a greenish color, and it's like this weird sheen over it. Um, but it fits in the palm. It's a petrified what? Yeah. Yeah, it's really creepy looking. Um, so, um, so you have that in your possession. Do you have it in your pocket? Or are you holding it in your hand, or did you put it like in your armpit, or what are you doing with it? Yeah, like stress balls. Give me 1 second, because there's some stuff we're gonna do before we get to that. I have to explain something, but now I. Yeah, I'm trying to find that. um, so I give you the right information. Come on. Um, here we go. All right, found it. Okay, so this stone is a glossy greenish gray stone that fits in the palm of your hand. Um, it you're holding it, and you've been holding it since the sewers, I'm assuming, since like you guys got it from those little kid street urchins down in the sewers, and you were hanging on to it. So by the time that you get out of the sewers, get arrested, get taken to the station, get put into these holding cells, through all of that, you're holding on to the stone, and it's basically it's a magical item. I'll tell you that right now, because you're going to figure it out. Because after about 30 minutes of holding it, you become essentially attuned to it. And all of a sudden, Pog, in your head, and nobody else hears this, but in your head, you hear this voice that starts talking to you and saying, "What are you seeking from me?" Sorry, that was my crazy voice. It's like in this sort of like ethereal whisper voice. It's saying like, "What are you seeking from me? What are you looking for?" Do you want to know where the treasure is? Are you worthy of the treasure? Pug, I need you to hang on. We have to establish something right now. Pog, I need you to make a d6 roll. Just a regular old d6. No, you can't. You have to touch him to guidance him. So he does not get guidance. Okay, 1. I need you to make another d6 roll. 3. Okay. And I need you to make one more d6 roll. And then I have to write these down. 4. Oh, okay. All right, all right, all right. This establishes some things. 1, 3, 4. Okay. Nobody else can hear this, so you can't like write this shit down. Only Pog can hear this. And he said, and you hear this in your head, this stone that says to you, "You can find the treasure in the vault. The first key is a bar of adamantine. The second key are gems worth 1,000 gold. And the third key is a pair of bugbear ears." In your mind, you are basically like telepathically shown a vision of a tower. And in this vision, it's a tower within Waterdeep, and you've lived in Waterdeep your whole life, so you know the location of this tower. Like the stone just imparted to you the location of this tower. And it's showing you this is where the vault is, and those are the keys. The what? All of Neverember's dragons. Dragons are a gold. Hmm. Do you wish to talk any more to the stone? Are you trying to return me? I am immortal. I am ageless. I am a god. I think your intellect is not ready for that. This is merely my prison. It is not on this plane. Yes. I will let you know. I do not know the current predicament of men, or why you act the way you do in your societies. I don't think you should. I really made this so I made this so easy because it was Pog, and he's like, "What do you mean a dragon? What kind of dragon?" Because I was supposed to make it like really vague and cryptic and ambiguous, and like this rock doesn't, it can't lie to you, but it also is really cryptic, and I was like, "That's too much. That's too much." I gotta spell it out for you. I'm sorry. so, so anyway, you guys get a you get an 8-hour rest. You could go ahead and take your full long rest now. Unless Pog, you want to keep talking to the rock, this we can keep going with this. Yeah. Mhm. Yes, go ahead and give yourselves a long rest. Because it was probably like, oh God, like 10 or 11 p.m. when you guys got arrested. So we'll say that they like threw you in jail well before midnight, um, and then the next morning you guys wake up. Um, I guess somewhat early because it's not a very comfortable like sleeping situation. You're not in beds. There's no beds or anything in here. There's a chamber pot in each cell for you guys, so if you have to go to the bathroom or whatever, you can. But as far as sleeping, you're sleeping on cold stone, um, and so it doesn't make for a good night's rest. Although you do get the full night's rest. So anybody, so you can, yeah, you can take one. Oh, 1 second. You can take one point of exhaustion off. Everybody who has those conditions, you could take. If you were poisoned, you can unpoison. Because I know quite a few of you were poisoned. And then I think, let's see, Patton had 2 points of exhaustion. Um, and that was it. So Patton, everybody's cleared except Patton still has 1 point of exhaustion. Sorry. Sorry, Patton. Long rest. You get your full long rest. You don't have to roll anything. You just get the rest. Yeah. No, and then you get cleared of all of your conditions. Um, so, so, um, you guys see in the morning, you're kind of like waking up and you're all sort of like coming to and realizing what's going on. And, um, Albrecht, if you want to do your daily rolls, can you hear me? Your, you get 2d20s, right? Yeah, there you go. Okay. Whoa, whoa. Oh, it's fine. Fine. That's fine. Um, just keep that on, like, you keep track of that. So early in the morning, um, there's one guard who's kind of like walking around outside. Oops, I'm not in that mode. Who's like walking around outside of you guys' uh, cells as you're sort of all starting to wake up and come to. And uh, this guard is wearing what you guys know to be like a captain's uniform. He's not just like a normal guard, he's like a captain. And he walks up, and he walks up to you, Pog, and he kind of like leans towards the bars, and he sees that you're awake, and he's like, "Hey, hey, I know I know what's going on, you guys. You guys need to get out of here. Um, the magister who's gonna be overseeing your trial he's very corrupt, and I I can't I can't see them sentencing you guys to death. I know you didn't do anything that warranted that, and it's just they're so corrupt. I'm gonna I'm gonna see what I can do." Okay. And then he kind of like walks away. I don't know if you can see him on your screen or not. And he's kind of like walking around, walking around. Can you see him on your screen? Probably not, because do you do you still see him? Oh, okay. All right. And he walks over to this guard, and then like him and this guard walk through this door right here, which I'm sure you can't see through the door. Okay. Right. And then okay. Um. Okay. So you can see them. Dang it. Yeah. Okay. 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 Well, I should have given you such good fucking lighting, because now you see too much. What if I get rid of this one? Now you can't see over there. Can you see over there? You're not supposed to see over there. Hang on. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. He doesn't. There. Okay, whatever. Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh my god. Sorry, I'm fixing something really quick. Alright. So this guy comes back to you, and he he like looks at you and kind of like nods, and then he walks up across everybody, right? And you guys all see this captain walking through, and he goes over to Patton's door right here, and he looks at you, Patton, and he says, um, "I'm gonna let you guys go. Um, is there anything that you guys want um, to give me for safekeeping? I can I can alert whoever you need to alert. I just think that you guys should uh, get out and flee the city as soon as possible before you're sentenced to death. Do you need a message given to anybody, or I don't know if I can. I might be able to distract them. I'm not sure. Um, who's the guidance for? Okay. Um, and then he like walks down to you, Albrecht, and he's like, "Did you have anything that you wanted me to take care of? Um, I'm gonna try to get you guys out of here. You haven't gotten let out yet." What are you inciting, Patton? $17. That's it. You're not really sure. He's you've seen him before. Like you've seen this particular captain before. He was one of the many captains. Well, not many captains. He was one of the many guards that actually came to your house after the explosion. And so you kind of recognize his face. He doesn't have like that bland basic white guy face, but he has like but he doesn't have any like super he doesn't have any like super specific features that would set him apart either. But he's just kind of like, oh, you like remember him like, oh, okay, he's yes. He like okay, yeah, this guy I think he was doing the investigation around our backyard area. So that's kind of where you recognize him from. But it's hard to tell if you like what his intentions are. He seems, from what he says, he's trying to get you out of here because of the Magister uh, being lit. Okay, so okay, he says, "Got it. Okay, Sapphire. Yeah, no, I know who she is. I can get her a message. Where should I tell her to contact you with a message or how? Do you have anything you want me to take her? Like take to her?" I think he missed that. Okay, then he walks down. He like nods at you and he's like, "Okay." And he walks down to Albrecht and he leans in and he said, "Sir, Lord uh, Margaster, do you have any messages that you need to get out or anything anything that you want handed to someone? I can deliver anything for you." I can look for it. Yeah, definitely. Uh, okay. Got it. Okay. And then he goes back down to Pog, and he says, any messages that you want delivered or any items that I can take for you? I will tell all of you out of character that all of your factions do have influence in these situations. They all have different types of influence, but they all have an ability to have influence. Yeah. Right. No, that's why that you could make a history check, sure, with advantage because you're a noble. You don't need advantage. Yeah. Um. Yeah, I know that you know the code legal quite well, having been a noble who's grown up in Waterdeep and a scholar at that. And you know that there's absolutely nothing in code legal. There might be a couple of little misdemeanor type offenses that you guys may have committed over the last 24 hours. The only thing they could possibly get you for is the murder of those two cultists. But with the right legal advice or legal representation, you shouldn't have a problem getting out of that one, especially because you're a noble. But there's really nothing that you specifically would feel that you would get put to death for. Yeah. No, you guys do. Yeah, Rainier Neverember's told you guys about this before. Yes. Wait, what? Okay. Okay. All right, so he walks up here to the top where Pompey and Patton are, and he unlocks your door, Patton. And then he turns around. He doesn't open them. He just unlocks them, and he unlocks Pompey's door. And then he walks down to Celine and to Albrecht, and he unlocks your doors. And then he walks down to Pog, and he unlocks your door, Pog. And then he opens your door, and he grabs you, Pog, and he starts shoving his hands into your pockets looking for the stone. And make a... Oh, wow. Make an acrobatics check, I guess, to see if you can get away quick. Strength. Do just a straight strength check against his strength check will do. Ooh. Natural 20. If you get a natural 20, then it's on. Oh! Nope. Okay, so he grabs you, and he grabs the Stone of Galore, and now he has a Stone of Galore in his possession. And he, you guys all see this happening. And I'll go ahead and let you, do, yeah, let me find the fucking initiative. God. You don't have your loot. It was taken from you. Hang on. Ah! Yeah. How is this? Oh my lord. Lame. You rolled a natural 20? What'd you say? Oh, yeah, you did. Just do it again and I'll change it. Like, click your character, roll initiative, and then I'll update it. There you go. What is your... You have a plus 1.0? Okay. Okay. Right. 0.1. Not 1.0, sorry. Okay. Alright, so the guard goes first, and he's going to move over. Hang on, let me see what his speed is here. Because that's what he rolled. Okay. Yeah. So that's his movement. Oh, I'm sorry. No. I lied. He is going to slam you. Pog. For a 15, does that hit? You still have your armor, you do not have your sword. Okay. It does not hit. Alright, he gets a multi-attack, so I'm gonna try to slam you again. A 20 hit you? No. Yeah, no. And as a matter of fact, so you guys go into your character sheets and into your equipment. Take off any weapons that you have. So like, Patton, take off your warhammer and your shield. You can keep your scale mail on. You can keep like your ring of swimming, pog. All you're doing is unchecking it in the box. So like swords and stuff like that, daggers, all that stuff comes off, but you can keep your other armor. Yeah. So if you're doing it, you're doing like unarmed strikes is all that you can do for like hitting right now. And I guess Pompey and Albrecht, and you can do cantrips because you don't need, most of the time you don't need anything for that. I don't know. Unless you have to. Do they take components? Yeah. Technically, you're supposed to spend time in the morning memorizing, like 1 minute for every level of spell that you know, so it would be like 15 to 20 minutes, but... Hmm? Yeah, so technically for you specifically, Albrecht, you have to spend a certain amount of time each morning memorizing your spells. And if you don't have your spell book, you can't do that. So I'll give you any cantrips that you have that you don't have material components for, you can cast. Pompey, you do not have a spell focus because that's usually your instrument. So same thing with you. If you have, you don't have to memorize any spells because you know the spells because you only get a limited amount. So as long as you want to use a spell that doesn't have material components, you can. But if it has material components, you can't because you don't have your leer or lute or whatever you have. And Pog, you know you have a very, very limited amount of spells, and as long as... I don't think you have a focus, do you? I think you just have them innately. Okay. Okay, cool. Alright, so now that everybody understands how the combat's gonna go, you're at a huge disadvantage. Sorry. So he slams... Yeah, maybe not Celine. So the the 20 hit you, right, Pog? Okay, you take 9 points of bludgeoning damage. And then the guard is going to run, which will give you an attack of opportunity. Oh, wait. Let me make sure they don't have disengage. No. No, they don't. It's just an attack. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Yeah. You have to roll for attack. Yeah. Roll to attack. Okay, that does hit. So you do the 4 points of bludgeoning damage. I'll, Oh. Sorry. Hang on. Yes. I mean, if you guys wanted to end here, that's fine. Dang. Yeah, I'm just doing some math really quick because this is like kind of ridiculous. But Um, no, they can't be. Okay. Whatever. Okay. Sorry, I was keeping track. So 4 points. Got it. All right. So it's now Pog's turn. Pog, what you gonna do? Wisdom saving throw. Is command a charm? I guess it's... I don't know if this is a charm. Hang on, I have to... Yeah, no, I'm looking it up. It says it does not count as a charm. I just had to make sure. Sorry. Okay. Approach use. Okay, he makes a wisdom saving throw. What's it against? He got a 17. Is it against yours? Okay, so yeah, your command doesn't work against him. Okay, go ahead and move yourself. Can you see this right here? And this right here? Okay, Pog, you see 2 dead guards in the corners. Okay, Celine, you're up. You also see a dead guard here and a dead guard here. Yeah, 18 hits, sorry. 6, okay. Okay. 8 does not hit. 16 hits. Or... Okay. Let me get this done. 23. Okay. So he's not knocked prone. Is that the end of your turn? Okay. Patton, you're up. Uh, over here. That's as far as you can get. Can you see over here? That's Pog. That's Celine. Can you see this guy right here? I can't see. I can't hear you. Can you see these guys back here? Okay. What does that mean? Think out loud? Otherwise he has to sit there and... Yeah, he got a 16. Okay. I gotta pull your spiritual weapon out. Oh! Oh! Where's the damn token page? No. Here's your spiritual weapon. Are you able to move it? I'm saying, are you able... There you go. Yeah. Put it where you want to put it is what I was trying to get to. Okay. So you put it right there. Got it. Okay, and it hits... Going to hit him? Yes. So he takes 9 points damage. Got it. Okay. Now it is... Or is that your turn? Okay, Pompey, you're up. Five, I think Patton went too far. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, Patton, you're too far by 5 feet. You have to be right there. Which actually puts him right there. Your thing, sorry. Go ahead. Yeah? No, you're fine. Mm-hmm. Okay. Go for it. Yes, nothing happens. Albrecht, you're up. Oh, okay, sorry. Albrecht, you're up. So you can see in the dark, and you see that this guy and this guy right here are dead. Patton didn't see it because he can't see in the dark that far, but you can. Okay. It is now the guard's turn, and he's 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 going to hit you, Pog, with a slam. With a 22, you take 8 points of... yeah, it's his second roll, because he gets 2 attacks. His first one was 22, the second was 12. So the first one you take 8 points of damage, and the second one you don't take any damage. And then he's going to... Oh, I have to make sure my dynamic lighting door. He's gonna open this door, and he's gonna run out here. Oh, I guess it would be. No, you're right. Okay, Pog, put your points back. Put your 8 points back. Hit points back. He's not gonna hit you. He's trying to run, and he is going to go out, open the door, and run out the door. And as he's running out the door, he's gonna scream, "They've gotten loose, and they're overwhelming me!" And he runs away. So, Celine, Pog, and Patton's spiritual weapon all get attacks of opportunity. So yes, Celine, you get 7 points of damage on him. So okay, and Pog, go ahead and try to smack him. Same. There we go. 20. Yeah, that hits. So 4. Okay. Oh. Okay. And Patton's weapon. Okay. So he makes it... So wait, that was 5, 10... Okay. So he runs out, and then these other 2 guards come in, like to where the door is. So you guys are now have other guards coming to you. You were still in combat, so no, Pog, you're up. Okay. What was the say? It was a wisdom save on. Got it. Ooh, he got 11. Okay, so you what was the command? Okay, so that's on his next turn. But it's not until his next turn. No. Okay, so on his next turn, he has to walk towards Pog using all of his movement to get within 5 feet of you. Alright. Is that all you're doing, Pog? Okay. Celine, you're up. Celine, you can see because you're half or you're an elf that you're hiding in between two dead bodies. Two dead guard bodies in a jail cell. Okay. Just making sure you're clear. Yeah. Um, there's no like bright light over here. There's no lamp light or candle light or anything over here, yes. So yeah, this would be a shadowy area right here, I guess. However, this is a stairway going up. Like, what? I don't... So this is a wall right here, but if this is open and then you can go up the stairs like this. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah, you can walk through them, you just can't stop on the same square as them. Because they're friendly. Okay, go back into your cell. Yes, that's fine. I will allow that. Where'd you go? Back into your cell? Patton, what are you doing? Patton, your turn. Yes, he actually went out that, and you heard him yell to the other guards. They escaped and they're trying to get me. I'm being overwhelmed. As he was trying to run away. But you also heard Pog say, halt or return or whatever the hell his command was. Approach. And then you saw Pog run by you. And lock himself back in his cell, and Celine ran by and locked herself back in her cell. Okay, walked by. Okay, Patton, you got 10 seconds. You gonna forfeit your turn? Well, you've been taking 10 minutes for your turn. You can't do that. It's what Matt Mercer would do. He'd say, hurry up, get this shit going. You get 60 seconds to think about what you want to do. If you didn't have anything prepared, it's not my fault. Yeah, that's the game. Okay, Patton goes to his cell. Your spiritual action has to be within like a certain amount of feet of you. Is it 60? But does it have to stay within a certain feet of you? Okay. Okay, it can stay where it's at. All right, Pompey, your turn. You just saw all your friends, like 3 of your friends run by and put themselves back into their cells. Pompey, you're an elf. You can see over here that there's a dead guard and another dead guard. You're gonna like necromantically bring them back to life? Okay. I'll break. Yes, you can. You're a tiefling. You can see that far away. Also, as a tiefling, you should be able to see this dead guard and this dead guard. No, not yet. They're in this. They're in the room above you. Yeah. Yeah, you would have heard him. Okay. Well, I haven't had you do anything yet, so you don't have to use your inspiration just yet. Okay. Okay. They haven't come in yet, so let's hang on. Yes, yes, you yelled, and then are you going back to your cell? Okay. All right. So we're gonna say that these guys come in. They come running in. Hang on a minute. Okay. And then this guy comes back in behind them. You guys can't see this. Oh my god, this is the worst music. This guy comes in behind them. And so these guys come back in, and they stopped and they see the dead guards in the corner, and then they look over and they see you, Pog, and in his cell, and then this guard comes, the captain of the guard comes back behind them, and he's like, "See, I told you, they killed the guards. They killed the guards, and they were trying to get me." And the guards are like super confused right now because they see the dead guards, and then this captain is telling them that you guys got out and killed the guards, but then he looks over and you guys are all in your cells. So they're like super duper confused. So you rolled persuasion, and I'll give that roll to you. Yeah? Um, yeah, probably. Like stab wound blood. Sure. Right. Hmm. So, um, they look they look at the two dead guards and then they're like looking at you and this guy, the captain guy yelled and he's like, "I'm going to go get more reinforcements." And and then he moved the 30 feet according to your command, Pog. Um, it was shortest Mr. Okay, I guess he has to double dash then, right? Because he has to get within 5 feet of you. So 5, 10. Okay, he's within 5 feet of you. He's right here. He had to move past the other guards, but he's like, as soon as he gets to you, the spell ends, and he's no longer commanded. And so he turns around, like whips around really quick to the other guards, and he's like, "They got out! Hurry! We have to lock them back in! We have to lock them back in!" However, because of the 20 that Albrecht got on persuasion, now they're kind of like looking at him and looking at you guys, and they don't know what to do. And the one guard looks at the other guard, and he's like, "Go grab help." So the other guard runs up the stairs, and like halfway up the stairs, he yells, "Hey!" And this guy starts to try to get away, and he gets that far. Um, and then all this chaos. The captain. You, you can. I mean, if you're gonna jump out of your cells, sure. No, you guys went back in and locked yourselves back in, did you not? All right. What do you want to do, Pog? Do you want to try to grapple him? Okay. Make a strength saving throw, or make a strength check. I'll do it against his strength check. Oh yeah, you grapple him. So you've got him now. You're holding him. Yeah. in yeah, like a half Nelson. I don't know. Um, this guard that had run up the stairs grabs a whole bunch more guards and oh dang it, they're not on my map. And all of a sudden there's like 8 billion guards in the room now and they're now the room is filled with guards and a spiritual weapon. Um okay. So you've got all these guards, they're all blocking the way, and you've got him grappled. Um, and then this guard comes up and he like rushes up to you because he sees you, Pog, with the jail cell open, and you're kind of in the threshold of the doorway of this cell, and you're grappling this other guard who looks like you guys have beat him up pretty bad. And there's two dead guards at the end of the room. And so he's about to like try to fight you to let go of this guard. Um, what were you wanting to yell? Make make a persuasion. Make a persuasion check. Okay. Um, he grabs the guard, like you're holding on to him like around the neck like a chokehold, and he grabs the guy's arm and then slaps a manacle on one of his wrists, and then slaps the other manacle on his own wrist. And he's like, "Let him go." And then two other guards rush in to like hold you back. And he's like, "We'll get to the bottom of this." Because they're not quite sure, since no one saw you guys get out of your cells or saw you at any time outside of your cells, and you made a pretty good persuasion check from the inside of your cell, that the only way that you guys would have gotten out in this other guard's mind is if you were somehow unlocked. So he's not sure of what's going on, but he manacled himself to this guy, to the guard that let you out, and the other two guards now rush in and like basically pull you off of him and push you back into your cell, and then close the door and lock the door. And then they walk up and they check all the other doors and they lock all the other doors of you guys. Listen, we'll get to the bottom of this. You guys stay right here. Look, and he looks back at the other guards and he's like, "I want two guards on them at all times. The magistrate will be here any minute now. We got to clean this mess up." And then they take him away. And then now you guys have like two guards. Actually, you have you have like the tougher guards with you now. One tough guard and one not so tough guard. One regular guard. Anyway, they take this guy up. And and then they're all gone. You guys already had a long rest. Sure. I guess an hour would go by while you're waiting for the magistrate. Also, Pat, does anybody have to work tomorrow or get up really early tomorrow besides Celine? Okay. Oh, okay. No, you guys are good. Patton actually Oh, Patton doesn't work tomorrow. It's one of the few Saturdays I gave him off. So he well, you have to go back to the shop, but you don't have to go early in the morning. Yeah, you guys bio break. You guys can take a bio break now. We'll take 5 minutes. Okay, is everybody back? Actually, is Celine back? Because the only person I can't see. Okay. So anybody who needs a short rest, go ahead and give yourselves a short rest. Okay. The about an hour goes by, and a guard comes down and talks to the other guards, and there's like a handful of guards now. It's not just like one guy, um, but like 3 guards are down here. They have manacles with them. They put manacles on each of you. Well, they open your cells. They put manacles on each of you, and then they're chained together, and they lead you guys all out of your cells, down the hall, and like up these stairs into a sort of let me explain the room, like a courtroom basically. Um, and I'm just gonna move these guys over here, and I'm gonna move you guys into the courtroom. You guys are facing the wrong way, but I don't care. I'm gonna put like Celine and Pompey in the back, and Albrecht is like off to the side by, and Pog and Patton are next to each other. Okay, so you guys are in this sort of like courtroom area. Do you see where you are now? You're like off to the side more. Is it lit up for you? Or no? Alright, let me put... Is that better? Okay. Hey! Oh, yeah. You're right. Well, I don't want you to see everything, but... Okay. There. Is that better? You guys can see the entire room now. Okay. Alright. So you come... They lead you up to this room, and so you guys are like at this room in this sort of like courtroom area, and um there's these pews that you're sitting in. You're Albrecht and Patton and Pog, you're in the first pew. Celine and Pompey are in the second pew, and then the back pew is empty. You do see 2 guards up here, one on each side of like the magistrate's desk. Um, and there's like, this room has like tasseled banners all over the wall. You can see on like the east, or I'm sorry, the west side here. These are like these tasseled banners with the different coats of arms. And Albrecht, you would recognize a lot of these coats of arms. They're different arms of the city of Waterdeep, the Waterdeep City Watch, the City Guard. There's a seal of the Lords of Waterdeep, and Patton and Pog, you guys notice that there's a seal of, a symbol, sorry, rather, of Tyr, the god of justice. Um, and so it's like an adorned courtroom. Um, let's see. And then of this door right up here, walks the magistrate, and he walks over and he sits down at his desk, and he has like a dang it. Um, Nothing. He has nothing. Just a second. Um, he's a half elf. Approximately, if he were in human years, it would be in like his 30s. Um, he's handsome looking for, a half elf man, and he he looks somewhat noble-esque. Like, he carries himself as a noble. Um, and he sits down at his desk and he looks out to you all, and he looks through the paperwork that was presented to him, and he's looking at different scrolls, and he says, like, with a very stern but kind of delicate tone, um, to the group of you, I understand that you got yourselves in a bit of trouble, got arrested, and then trouble found you again. Um, it seems as though you were brought in for disturbing the peace, and then once you were within our confines, there was the alleged murder of 2 of our guards. However, we found that one of our captains had been murdered, and his body had been shoved away in a closet. We do have the doppelganger responsible for the murder in our possession at this time, and we believe that he was responsible for murdering the guards posted outside of your um, cells. Now, as far as your disturbing the peace goes, we do have witnesses as such. Um, would any of you care to plead? Sorry, I'm looking. I'm looking right now. Um. Uh. Well, damaged property. It, crimes against citizens, Code 4, under damaged property or livestock damages covering the cost of repairs or replacement plus up to 500 gold pieces. Vandalism is imprisonment up to 10-day plus fines and or damages covering the cost of repairs plus up to 100 gold pieces. Those are the maximum penalties for what we do have witnesses against you, or if you wish to contact someone to speak on behalf of you, you have that right. Wait, what did you say? It's hard to hear you. Did you say Mert? How about now? You would like us to contact Mert the moneylender. Very well, we will send a message that Lord Albrecht Margaster wishes an audience with Mert. That's his name. The two Utes. Are you asking the Magister? And he says, it happened last night, through the South Ward. It seemed you were on some kind of a chase, and there was explosions, and a dray cart was being run rampant through the streets, and there's quite a bit of damage to the nearby stores and homes and things. Make a persuasion check with disadvantage. Because you're kind of admitting to doing the crime. He just looks at you and disregards what you said and looks back at Albrecht and says, "We'll contact Mert immediately. Does anyone else want to contact anyone?" "No, you may not." And this guard comes out with a spear like, "What the hell are you thinking?" "Have a seat, young man." "You're going to call me whatever you call me. Please just speak and get it over with." We actually have witnesses. Very well. If you'd like a full trial, we can arrange that. You can do, sure, guide yourself and do insight. Yeah. Is that with your D4? Or do you not? You don't need your D4, really. It's fine. No, the D4 is separate from your insight. Oh, okay. Alright. Patton, you worship Tyr, and you know, like, when someone is giving you the runaround or honestly looking out for the, like, true justice. And this guy is, um, you can tell that he is definitely lawful and, uh, and fair-minded. And he definitely has, you can tell by the look in his face and the way that he was interacting with Pompey and Celine that he has finely honed sense of poetic justice. However, he's not afraid of dealing out unconventional punishment if that is what is deserved. Um, but he is fair-minded and lawful. You get that vibe from him for sure. There's a whole bunch of guards in this building, and they're definitely on edge right now. You could kind of tell that by the way that you guys were manacled. You're all manacled still, by the way. Mm-hmm. Oh, pause that for a minute. It's been over an hour because you guys took a short rest, right? You took a short rest when you were in your... Okay. Pog. Make a wisdom saving throw. Ooh. Pog. You lose all memory of the stone being in your possession and all of the knowledge imparted by it. You do not have any recollection of anything that it said. The last thing you remember about the stone is that you guys went down into the sewers and you were trying to get it from the children, but you don't remember getting it, and you never remember having it in your possession. And you absolutely don't remember having conversations with it, and absolutely, like, there's no, you don't have any information. And because you didn't share any of that information with your party mates, they don't know it either. You would have had to have written it down or physically spoken something to them for them to have that information. So you don't remember anything about the keys, you don't know the whereabouts of the vault, nothing. You would have had to say that you wrote it down in... Like, no, did you write it down in the game? You didn't say you wrote it down in the game. Yes, it's a thing. It's a condition, I guess, that is upon you now that you have no memory of the stone being in your possession or any knowledge imparted by it. You guys all know that the stone exists. Like, you still know that the stone exists and that you guys have been chasing it this whole time, but up until the time that you touched it, from that moment on, you don't remember anything specifically about the stone. You remember getting arrested, you remember coming to jail, you remember like uh scuffling. Yes. Yes. Yeah, that part would have all been still a thing. It's kind of almost like unattuning. And when you unattune to it, it does a thing to you where you lose all knowledge of it. You can take notes on whatever you want in the game, but if your character is writing something down, you're going to say, "Oh, I'm writing this down in my journal," or "I made a note of this," or like it would make more sense for Albrecht because he literally has a book he carries around with him all the time. But you've never talked about a book? They didn't they only took away your weapons, and then they took away Albrecht's spell book because he's a wizard and he walks around in a robe. So, and they took Pompey's instrument. Okay, 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 okay. Roll a 1d20, and if you get 10 or below, I will let you keep one piece of information, and if... Okay. You get... You remember the location... You remember the location of the vault? Or, no, you wrote down the location of the vault, you did not write down the keys. How about that? I'll give you that. Yeah. I will give you that you wrote down the location of the vault. Like, you kind of made a little sketch of Waterdeep and some of the streets that you knew where it was. But you don't know what the keys were. And that's all you got. Uh, yeah. So, natural one. Wow. Anyway, it was going to be 1 to 10, you know the location, and then 11 to 20, you know the keys, but not the location. I was going to give you one or the other. That's me being generous, because you were like, oh, I have a calligrapher. Well, you didn't fucking say that you were calligraphing out what the keys were. I know, I know, I know. You're doing great, you're doing great. Okay. Other than that, other than what you wrote down, you don't have any recollection of the stone being in your possession or anything that you guys talked about. You and the stone had that conversation. None of that. You can't remember it. Um, so you guys um, offered all of your information to the Magister. Albrecht requested Mert, and they said go ahead and like stand by, basically, and the Magister got up and he walked back into his office. And you guys are just kind of sitting there, and the guards are like sitting there, standing watch, and you're not so naive to know that there are guards outside of every single door. Not just a guard, like multiple guards outside of every single door of this place. So, um, you wait about um like another hour to 2 hours goes by. You know, it's getting a little bit later in the morning, and let me find my person. If I could find my person. Speech? Okay, go ahead. Sorry. So you're telling this judge? Yeah, you're telling him about the stone? Mm-hmm. Okay. Pat, roll a persuasion check with advantage. You can also give yourself guidance because you have faction with Order of the Gauntlet. Hmm. Okay. He looks at you and he puts his hands together and he says, I will I will take what you said to heart and know that you have been listened to and know that justice will prevail. And then he gets up and he walks back into his office. Um, and like an hour and a half to 2 hours goes by, and he comes back out, and you guys are like kind of like dozing off. You're bored. You're tired. This room is kind of smelly. There's no windows. It sucks. And he comes back out, and then like the guards kind of like pipe up. They're not like standing at attention, but they're just like being a little more formalized. And then they rouse you guys so that you're not like dozing off anymore. And he says to you, uh, I believe someone is here to speak on your behalf. And from the back of the room enters uh, Rainier Neverember. And he walks over and to the back and up to the front pew, and he says, Your Honor, um, if I may, I would like to speak on behalf of these people who are also my friends. They have rescued me from the Xanathar. And he goes on to tell the story about how you guys rescued him and Floon and the deeds that you have done in the city. And he goes on to explain how his father, who used to be Open Lord and has a seedy past, has been and all of the things that were associated with his father, and that you guys were basically like trying to help the city of Waterdeep itself retrieve what was thought to be stolen from the city, which was the money, and that by punishing you guys, it would really be not doing any justice. Anyway, he makes a really good case for you guys, and also he's a extremely well-known noble, um, being that his father was formerly the Open Lord, um, and he pleads for leniency through to the magistrate. So the magistrate says, "Thank you, Lord Neverember. Uh, give me just a moment." He walks back into his office, and then Rainier comes back and talks to you guys, and he says, wow, what happened to you guys?" And at this point, you're kind of outside the earshot of the guards, and he's a little bit whispering, so like, Celine and Poppy, you guys can like kind of move up, and you guys are like in this little huddle kind of area, and he's like, "What happened to you guys? What's going on?" You guys actually found the Stone of Galore? Who do you think the doppelganger is working for? I don't know of doppelgangers knowing and wanting. It just seems kind of strange. Who's the highest ranking person that you guys have sort of crossed the... I don't know. What would... Mind Flayer? Who was running off with the damn thing in the first place? No, before you guys got it. You guys gotta figure this out on your own. Does anybody remember the mausoleum? I think that was the cultist and gave you that information, maybe. Okay, Patton, roll for sobriety. Yeah, yeah. Oh, natural 20. Natural 20. Okay, Patton, you know everything. You figured it all out. You remember having talked to that cultist girl, and she was the one that mentioned Asmodeus. And she was the one that also had explained a little bit. She had dropped a few little hints about the Castellanters, and they're the ones that were kind of behind all of this, orchestrating trying to get the stone back to them. Albrecht, at that time, had remembered the name Castellanter because he shared tutors with their oldest son. He also remembers that they're bankers um, in Waterdeep, and he knows the name specifically because his mom, as well as many other nobles in Waterdeep, use the Castellanters for banking purposes. And vaguely remembers that not too long ago, like within the recent past, within the last, I don't know, 5 or so years, um, that they were on the verge of going bankrupt and then somehow magically made a comeback. You might want to write that down for future reference, so I don't have to say it again. Castellanters were going to be bankrupt, then they weren't. They sent their son away, and now they're searching for the Stone of Galore. Anyway, you remember all of this, and you impart this information to Rainier. And Rainier says to you, "Oh, they're they're a shady bunch. Granted, they're nobles of high esteem, and their families have been around for a long time, but I, I don't know that I would necessarily trust them with my money, let alone anything else, secrets or something as precious as the Stone of Galore." You don't know where it is. It wasn't manacled to anything. It wasn't manacled to anything. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Many hours have gone by. As far as you know, yes. To Rainier. Hmm. And Rainier says to you, I'm not I'm not sure this is any consolation, but once they figured out that the captain was dead and that the doppelganger had taken his form, they did have the doppelganger locked up in a cell. However, it somehow was able to retrieve some poison, and it it killed itself. I I can find out, but I don't think there was anything on it worth of value or uh, let me see what I can do. I'll go check. And he leaves. Hmm. Yes. And about a half an hour goes by. And the magistrate or actually Rainier comes back and he talks to you guys and he says, um, they did a thorough inspection of the the doppelganger cell. There was nothing on the doppelganger, no stone, no anything. Um, However, unfortunately, there was a window in the cell. So I assume that it relieved itself of the stone through the window, and God only knows who retrieved it. But they did find an empty vial of poison within the cell, so the doppelganger was able to kill itself before it could be questioned further. And at that time point, the magistrate comes out and he says, you guys all stand up when he walks in, and he says to you, "All right, well, it is by the power of Waterdeep that I determine that the sentence for your actions are as follows." And I'm looking for it. Sorry. All right. Um, and he says, the five of you will report each day to the local orphanage at the Halls of Justice, where you will make the beds and clean the bed sheets and sweep and mop the halls. You will do this for a 10-day, and you will do this under guard supervision. If at any point or any day you do not show up to your post, you will be considered uh, enemies of Waterdeep, and you will be arrested on sight and charged. You're basically on parole or like on probation, and you have to check in with your probation officer every day for a 10-day, and you have to go to the yeah. Um, that's this morning, probably the day that you're in jail. Oh no 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 no, not yet, no not yet, no. Sorry. Hang on. I'm opening the calendar. Oh, yeah, you probably will be. Okay, so this is the 14th. So, um, right. Yeah, so you guys basically have to go like tend to the orphanage each morning as like your public service. Um, you don't have to spend the whole day there, but you do have to spend your mornings there cleaning up and doing things, and it will be under guard supervision, which basically means that you just check in with the guard, go do your thing, check out with the guard, go do your business, and once you complete your 10-day, your probation is over and you're done serving your sentence. There is no fine. However, if you don't show up in one of those 10 days, then you're in a lot of hot water. And he basically gives you this sentence and does his little like gavel striking. Um, so then it's like over. And the guards walk over and they take off your manacles, each of you, and they let you guys leave with Rainier. So, ripped off of what? They didn't charge you any money. Who's they? The magistrate didn't steal your stone. Roll a d20. We'll see. I'm about to roll for your punishment. Hmm. No, don't roll a d20. Um. Yeah. So you're basically like on probation for 10 days. Go show up at the orphanage in the morning, do your thing, then you get to go home. Don't miss a day, because then you're like enemies of the state. Yeah. All right. So where do you guys want to go after you're getting out of jail? It's like noon. Yeah, they do give you all of your stuff back as you're leaving. Um, they hand you your. No, they don't have your rock. And you guys can go around and ask the guards and try to find out information. And we'll say that you do that, that you go see if like anybody was guarding the cell that the doppelganger was in or anything like that. And did they know or did they find anything on the doppelganger? And none of them know, like none of them have it. Even with a natural 20 insight on every single one of them, no one legitimately knows where it is. So the only possible thing would be is if perhaps the window that the doppelganger had in his cell was, you know, he was able to pass things through it, both out and in, to include poison coming in and the stone going out. Just a couple hours. Like a couple hours in the morning. So you could like have breakfast, go to the orphanage, spend 2 or 3 hours cleaning up and whatever, and then that's just. But you have to just check in, do your thing, and then check out. But that means you can't leave the city for like long periods of time. Okay. All right, I'm gonna move you guys to the map of Waterdeep. Actually, no, I'm not. I don't want you to see this really quick. Hang on. So you're gonna go. We'll say that you start at. Sorry. Um, Halls of Justice. Oh. Oh, dang. So you're gonna go back down to the jail every day? Okay. Woo. Okay. Mhm. So, let's see. Okay. So, let me put you guys on this since you're both going to be doing this. Um, all right. So, this is if you scroll out, you can see where um actually the 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 jail place that you were in was like right here. Okay? Can you see it, Patton? South Southern Ward, Trade Ward area. Yeah. So, it's about thousand feet. Do you see it now, Patton? Okay. So that like you can do this is your like circle area. So where are you going, Albrecht? Are you starting north? Wait, where? Oh, um, this go down to this area, and he is going. So he can do 1,000 feet, and you can. How many times a day can you cast this? Okay. All right. So we'll say you can do 5,000 feet, but not if you're doing concentric circles. So are you going north, south, east, or west? Well, you can't go east. North, south. Okay. So you're gonna go like north, north. So we'll say, what did I say? 5,000. So you can get to like, no, it's not. You can do, you can cover 2,500 feet in 10 minutes twice. Oh, all right. So you get to here in a day, and then you get to. Okay. And where are you doing it, Albrecht? Where are you starting? Yes, you do. Um, you. Okay. So you go up to the castle lanterns. Are you like going like to the front door? Are you going across the street? Are you going like a block away? What are you doing? Okay. No, I do. I yeah. So so this is the Castellanter villa on the map. You can should be able to see it now. I'm pinging it. Do you see it or no? Oh man. Okay, hang on. Oh, duh. Okay. Uh, sorry. Let me map layer. How about now? Are you? Do I have you guys on the right map? I do have you on the right map. Go up to the C ward. Okay. Yeah, Castellanter Villa. Sorry. Which doesn't seem unnatural for you, Albrecht, because you are noble, and so like trotting along, even in the C ward, is not outside of your like. It would just seem really natural for you. If Patton or Pog or even Pompey was doing it, people would be like, "What the fuck is this person doing?" But because it's you, it's a lot more believable. Okay. Yeah. So you cast locate object and you get this sort of like mental pulsing of like almost like a sonar thing, and it's coming straight from the Castellanter Villa. And as you walk around the street or up the street and kind of back and forth down, it's directing you specifically towards their estate. Hmm. Right. Um, Also, in the meantime, Pog, do you wish to share your diary with your friends? Okay. So Pog did write down the location that the stone gave to him, even though he doesn't remember. He's having a really hard time like remembering why he wrote this location down, but he lets you guys know that hey guys, I have this location of this tower and I don't know I don't know why. Mhm. Well, yeah, you have like the cross streets and everything. I'm actually looking for it right now. Um no, you only know that you wrote down a location. Like you wrote down a tower location. Yeah, you don't know why you wrote it down. You don't know what the tower is because you have no recollection of the stone being in your possession. You just know that in your notes you have this location written down. The what? No. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm. I don't. Well. Oh, right. Tower of Luck. No. No, that's some. I believe that's something different. Mm, there's so much in here. I think I have to make it up. Anyway, yeah, I'm pretty sure I just get to make this part up. Sorry. I guess we could end here. Also, um, Celine may not be able to be here every week at the same time. I'm not sure. Celine, are you still with us? Okay. Okay. You want to clarify what's happening? Hmm. Albrecht knows that it's no. Pog has a location written down in his journal. He doesn't know what the location is. He remembers a tower, like he just has this like memory of a tower, and he wrote down a location. Actually, no, he doesn't remember the tower. Fuck. He doesn't remember anything. He wrote down a location, but he doesn't know what it means. Nope. You already have the location of the object. You guys got out of jail. You got sentenced to 10 days of community service. You and Albrecht were at. You started at the jail cell. Albrecht started at the Castellanter's villa locating object, and he immediately found the ping coming from the Castellanters on the stone. And the next time you guys all got together, he told you guys all of it. And every day after your um, community service, he was gonna go back there and basically like in a nearby tavern or pub or something like that. He was going to kind of like scope out what was going on. Is that right, Albrecht? Yeah. So we haven't really gotten past like we got through day one of your community service because he found it immediately upon day one. Um, and I will say that, like, he found it. You guys all went back to Troll Skull. You talked about, okay, we know that it's at the Castle Enters. I'm going to go back there tomorrow. Everybody else is going to do their community service. Nobody else has a plan of what they're doing other than Albrecht. So when day two comes around, you guys go serve your community service, and then he goes to a pub across the street from, or in the neighborhood of the Castle Lanters to try to gather more information. Um, and Pog has told you guys that he has this weird location written down, but he doesn't know what it is or what relevance it has. Yeah, you have. Oh man. Um. Okay. You went before the magistrate. You. I guess the day that you got out of jail, did you go ping the houses? Because we'll make that day one. Okay. Locate object at Castellanter's Villa. Okay. So then the second day will be Kythorn 15, and that's 2 days before your bar opens. So that's where we'll say that you guys ended. And next,